Road.
Jess Duke, 50 Brown Hill Road. Carrie Mackinnon, Community Development Director.
Casey DeStefano, 4 Hopkins Road.
Ben Davis, 9 Wheeler Road.
Michael Lawton, 3 Asa Drive.
Jonathan Petrangelo, 5 Whittier Drive.
Sandy Crystal, 1 Shoreview Drive.
Jen Iverson, Running Secretary.
Thank you, Ginger. And Ginger, I hear this is gonna be your last meeting here, for your last late night, still staying with Bo though,
Right.
Yeah,
good?
yes, the
Thanks for what you-
Conservation Commission is gonna be thrilled to have Ginger support us.
So Ginger's still gonna be around though. So
Oh, okay.
just wanna make
Not going
sure.
anywhere.
I'll still be over at that office.
Okay, over there
She's
and.
just not gonna have the late
Changing
nights.
desks.
And we never,
But
yeah, we'll
Thanks
be-
for bringing everything, I know when you
3
started,
years.
it hasn't been 3 years.
It has been 3 years.
Because when you first started, things were a mess. Everybody had left.
Well,
Like,
it was COVID, yeah.
Yeah, it was
yes,
COVID,
all the
we,
all the
like,
staff left.
all the
It was-
staff
left.
It was just you.
Ginger was there by herself.
Empty office.
You've done a great job for us, thank you
Yes.
very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, moving right on to public hearings. Application 209-25, Abbey 5823 Realty LLC, Impact Gymnastics, modification of site plan number 205-23 to expand parking lot to the north side of the property and add fencing located at 301 River Road. Who do we get presenting? Come on up.
All right.
And then there's 7 total, so do you
They
want
said we'll all vote then.
You're up.
As long as we get a nod, no. All right, so tell us what you're planning on doing.
All right, so last
Introduce yourself
fall,
first.
Craig Thibodeau, I'm the owner of Impact Gymnastics. So last fall, we put on an addition to the building that, went through the planning board. And it was about 3,000 square feet. And it was all to the south side of the building. As, some playground space and white fencing. That was completed, and then last October, I wrote an application to the zoning board to try to get a variance to add some parking on the north side of the building. Just 5 spots, so parking is tough at the gym. There's
Squeeze them in
nights,
down there.
there's nights where we have, plenty of customers on the street, which does not make me happy as an owner. But the parking lot is the size it is, there's really not much. The acreage is great, it's 3.5 acres, but all of it's behind the building. And it's kind of wetlands, so there's really not a lot of options for parking. So I went to the zoning board and we had approved for the 5 extra parking spots and then to add a white vinyl fence on the property line. So then I was told I needed to submit an amendment to the original site plan because it didn't call for those parking and the vinyl fence. So that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay, so the parking spots are these ones over here, if you can see the cursor. And so the variance was to allow them to be right up to the property line. And it had the condition that he install a solid 6-foot tall fence between his property and the neighboring property to just provide some.
So the fence will be pretty much on the property line.
Yes. Yeah, it'll go, right behind the building is wetlands, so it goes to where the building is, the back of the building.
Yeah, you're definitely maxing out your space over there.
I'm trying for my customers.
I'll make a motion to accept application number 209-25 Ashby 5823 Realty LLC Impact Gymnastics is complete.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Anybody got any questions on the board? Let's see. Pretty simple. Let's open to public. So this is a public hearing, so if anybody from the public has any comments or questions, this is the time. Not seeing any, I will close the public hearing. Is there anything we need, any condition?
I did have one question, to make sure
Okay.
we do this correctly. So the dumpster was an issue. Before we didn't have a fence, now the dumpster, like we will have the fence on the property line. Does it need, so if you're looking at the building, the fence will go all the way down. And the dumpster will still be sort of at the end of where those 5 spots are, right up there. Oh, does it show an additional panel on the front of it?
It does show it on the, it shows
Okay.
it on 2 sides,
Okay.
but
One side would be the property line.
you're already gonna have the fence
Okay.
there that would screen it, so I'd say you just need it to shield from the road.
Okay, that was my I just wanna make sure we're doing
So I
it.
think one
properly.
side of dumpster fencing would be adequate because it'll be screened by the other
Okay.
fence.
Okay.
Does that make sense to
Yep.
everyone? Yeah.
Yep.
And then I had a question, I think we had talked about 5 spaces when we went to ZBA, on here I'm seeing 4. You know if
It's,
They were able to squeeze in 5 or,
he still needs to come out and measure.
okay,
Yeah, I mean, 5 would be ideal, but, you know,
That's what you're calling for, 5, so.
yeah, but I know
If
that
you-
parking spaces have to be a certain
Yeah.
measurement, so. But, yeah,
Yeah. And nobody's gonna be mad if you put less.
yeah,
You end up getting 6 or 7 at that point, that
yeah,
would be the issue, but.
and then they did update the snow storage calculations because that area where the parking spots are proposed was snow storage before, so they moved that. Re-updated those calculations, they still have enough area designated, they updated the impervious numbers, so all of those adjustments had been made.
Looks like it will not be fun to plow, at least that side.
no, yeah, they're gonna have
You're
to
gonna-
go back
Yeah,
there. I'm not the plow guy, so
there you go.
hopefully they can figure it out.
Do we have to do regional impact? I'll make a motion that application number 209-25 Ashby 5823 Realty LLC does not have regional impact.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Anything else we need to do?
Well, so as far as conditions
No,
go,
we got some conditions, there we go.
I mean, basically, just, I would note that the previous conditions are all still apply. This doesn't replace that. And the ZBA made the 6-foot fence one of their conditions, so it's already covered, but if you want to reiterate that. That was based on input from the abutter.
Okay.
Makes sense?
I mean, does that, I mean, that's really what he's. So what's the condition that he has to do what he's saying he's gonna do?
Yeah, well, so I don't see the fence on the plan, so that's why I mentioned
Okay.
that. Is that it was a condition of ZBA, but I don't actually see it drawn on this plan, so.
I know, I told the engineer that it was there.
Yeah.
The site guys who were lined up, if this was approved, already have quoted me for the 170 feet of white vinyl fence.
And so it will go from the right of way in the front, and then how far back does it, just to the front of the building or to the back of the
The
building?
back.
The back of the building, okay, great.
Okay, I can, move approval of, application 20925, Ashby 5823 Realty LLC, with the following conditions. One is the previous conditions, apply. 2 is the, ZBA approval includes a 6-foot fence. And do we wanna say 170 feet long or?
Yeah, so the ZBA said it goes between the right of way and the northwest corner of the building.
Okay. Those the only conditions, I guess?
And then that they'll record a signed notice of decision at the
Oh, yeah,
registry of deeds.
okay. Record sign notice of decision.
What was that?
It's just the notice that says it's been approved, you'll bring it to the registry of deeds to record it, so that it's on record for everyone to see that it was approved. Any other conditions from anyone?
I'll second.
Yeah, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
That happens before the work is done, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I know Constructs did the initial planning board meetings that I wasn't at, so I don't know the steps.
Yeah, no, I'll work with you on that, it's pretty simple.
Okay.
Findings of fact,
Minimal change to the original application.
let's just say that.
Improving the parking and taking the cars less likely being parked on
Street.
the street.
Yeah.
I'll make that motion for findings of fact.
I'll second. Oh, I'm sorry.
What are you? Sandy got that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? There we go.
All set,
You-
thanks.
You're done.
That was pretty painless, right?
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Goodness.
Had Quinny's birthday there.
It's popular place.
It was, I know, and Dari got invited to a party there and we were on vacation.
It is awesome. Riley had a party there too when she was little. It's the best.
Okay, moving on, application number 210-25, 1494 Route 3A LLC, The Learning Cove, New Hampshire. Change of use site plan application to be added, to add the use listed in 5.11B.2, public and private schools to operate a small learning center located at 1494 Route 3A. Come on up.
Hello,
You Just introduce yourself for the recording.
I'm Diana DiNapoli, co-owner of the Learning Cove NH.
And I'm Dawn Woodward, co-owner.
We were here Tuesday, so I guess I'm just reiterating what we talked about Tuesday, is that all? Okay, just making sure. So we are a small learning center of homeschooled children, ranging in age from 5 years old to 17 or 18, K through 12. We're gonna operate Monday through Thursday, with roughly 20 children, but they don't all come on the same day. We have between 10 and 15 kids, depending on the day, because they can choose whether to come 2, 3, or 4 days. Currently, it's a general business, and we just want to have it listed as a small learning center.
Okay. Yeah, that use just wasn't anticipated, I think, when we first put the building in.
Yeah, you know, it works out. It's a beautiful location, though.
It is.
We have
It is.
the perfect amount of space. It's fantastic.
Nice.
Great. Which building of these?
So it's the front building, Building 1, closest to the street.
Oh, okay, okay.
So on Tuesday night, they came to the zoning board of adjustment for a special exception. The use of public or private schools requires a special exception in that zone, and that was granted, at ZBA, so now they're here. One, special condition, not condition, but criteria, I guess, for a special exception there is that it cannot be more than 20% of the building. And luckily, their space comes in at 19%.
Skated in.
I did look at parking and our parking requirements for school does not make sense in this scenario, so I looked at other similar type parking uses. So yeah, so the school one was based on the schools were based on number of classrooms and assembly areas for the public, which just doesn't even make sense for what they're doing. So I looked at childcare offices are all one space per 200 square feet, which seems like more of a better fit for what they're actually doing there. And the rest of the building, I believe, is offices generally, so I looked at one space per 200 square feet for the whole building, and it came in at 31 spaces, and there's 35 for that building, so
Okay.
the parking meets the calculations, so.
And so is that, the school is they drop their kids and go?
They drop them off, so it's 9 to 3. They drop off, literally, they don't even come in the building. We meet them, we have a grass area for play, and we start our day there, so the parents drop off, their parents pick up there, so they are in the parking lot for less than 2 minutes. So it's a very quick transition.
And we have a lot of siblings, so.
Yes, so there's
Yeah.
even less cars, right?
Yeah. And would you go through 12th grade, do you have kids that are 16 through 18?
We do. We have two 15-year-olds and a 17-year-old.
Okay, they drive, so it's the 17-year-old driving themselves?
She does
or-
not. She's
Goes with
actually
her.
my niece, and she drives with me.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a possibility, but
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
there's still plenty of, and how many employees are in there? Is it-
Just us.
Just
We
you
have
two?
one one employee that comes in twice a week.
Okay.
But she's also the mom of 2 of the kids, so works out well.
Yeah.
And your grass play area, that's on the road side, the 3A side of the building?
It is not on the, so it
Not on the
is,
outside.
no, it is adjacent to the building.
To the front of the building.
Yeah, so in
it's
front of the
over here.
building, yes.
Basically on the other side of the parking lot?
Correct. Yes, yes. And then it backs woods.
I'll make a motion to accept application number 21025, 1494 Route 3A LLC, The Learning Cove, as complete.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Alright.
Hearing time.
What's that?
Public hearing.
Public hearing time, yeah. Is anybody from the public that has any comments? Not seeing, I'll close the public hearing.
I was just pulling up the map, so you can
Regional impact?
yeah, go ahead and do that, pull up the map here.
I'll make a motion that application number 210-25, 1494 Route 3A, The Learning Cove, does not have regional impact.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I just pulled this up so you can see what it looks like, so this is 3A, this is their driveway, so this is your building, so this is the grassy play
Yes.
area, so across
Yes.
the parking lot,
Yes.
the play area, the grass area.
That's where
We're-
the septic
we're-
system appears to be.
Very green.
As described on the plan.
Yes. We were out there
Yeah,
a couple years ago, which,
the building
Is it
in the
a-
back.
yeah,
Yeah, they
they
never built it, right?
they never built it.
They
They
cleared
did
the
finally
land.
clear it.
Yeah, they cleared the land.
Yeah,
and
it's,
stuff.
yeah, it's all clear, but,
Yep. Yep.
yeah, I think there's a new owner to the building since then too, so.
Okay.
I will add,
One of these days you might get a new building.
I will add that the building owner did sign the application.
Okay, that's a good thing.
Yes, yes.
He actually has an office in the building.
Yes.
Makes it easier.
Were there any other stipulations or anything from the ZBA?
They asked that, well, they made a condition that they meet and follow all the fire, building safety codes and things like that.
I believe Scott had said that the fire marshal had gone through that building before as well, because he had said he had gone through it. So I think we're up to code, but,
Never, just double check. with
Yep.
absolutely.
Especially, I was wondering if there are different
schools.
criteria for schools.
For different uses, it has to do with, how many people are in a
Mhm.
room, so.
Yeah.
We will definitely make sure that he confirms that everything's good to go.
Absolutely.
Well, it's still, it's still shared with another business, right? Is that correct?
The building.
In that
Yeah.
The
building?
building, yes.
Yeah.
Yep. We have our own entrance,
Okay.
entrance and exit, that no one else shares with us.
Okay,
But we do share the entire building.
and other regulations that pertain to schools, that would all be like from the state, right? Like there would.
Yeah, and as far as Department of Education is concerned, it is not a private school.
Okay.
They have a different category for it, maybe you guys.
It's
can
a
explain
micro
that
school,
more.
so it's a homeschool pod.
Okay,
They became very popular during COVID,
yeah.
and just expanded, but people are still trying to catch up to the idea, so
Yeah.
it's not widely known.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so their Department of Ed certification is different than a school. But
Okay.
as far as zoning goes,
Yeah.
the closest thing we have is
It's a school.
It's a school.
Okay,
So it's like,
and childcare.
yeah, I know, we're like, school, childcare, it's like,
Yeah.
it's not childcare, it's
No.
a school, like,
Right,
yeah.
right, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, in the operating, you say 9 to 3, so you get out of the peak hours.
Yeah.
The parking lot's actually almost empty by the time we leave at 3 o'clock.
Yep.
And nobody's there when we start at 9.
Nope.
It's just the
It's
in-between
never been a
hours.
really busy place.
It's
No.
not. It's not.
No.
Maybe that's why they never built the third building.
Could be.
I would imagine the third building was, they had a tenant lined up that fell through, I would guess. All right, we've had a public hearing, so what do we got left?
So the applications like this don't quite follow our regular site
Yeah.
plan checklist, so.
Because it's just a change of use.
Because it's just a change of use, they're not proposing any changes, physical changes. So I would just do a general waiver from site plan regulations to clarify that they're not actually, they didn't give us they marked up on an existing plan, but I didn't actually go through the checklist on it.
Right.
Because it's just a use.
Yeah, yeah,
So waiver of all site plan criteria,
yeah.
and then do they need the registry
Yep, so we would record a
sign notice?
sign notice of decision at the Registry of Deeds. And if there's any other conditions you guys wanna add, anything relating to cap with the max number of students you'd wanna see, anything like that.
Did zoning have anything with the,
They didn't-
Max
They
number of
didn't
students?
consider that, but
With the Department of Education?
I don't think.
capacity?
I think, you're gonna hit a limit somewhere and it's
Of course.
probably gonna end up, fire code, or it's gonna hit
Exactly.
one way or another.
Yeah.
Or just your own capacity of.
Right.
Exactly.
Right now, our thing is we're actually at our max because we only wanted 10 per person.
So if
So-
we expand more, which we have plenty of room to, honestly, we have room to add more. We would just add on another
Learning. guide.
another learning guide with us, just because we don't want to go over the 1-to-10 ratio.
Yeah, and then you couldn't expand beyond the area that you're
Right,
leasing
right.
currently, because that would put you over the 20% max.
And we have plenty of room.
Yeah.
that's kind of, the 20% max is kind of weird, but I guess.
I know, in the zoning ordinance, there's an asterisk and it says no more than 20% of the building.
For a school,
Oh, for the special exception,
for the
right?
special,
for the
excep-
special
oh, the special
exception
exception
use.
can't be for more than,
Yeah.
okay.
Or at some time, we can also consider the uses
I would imagine.
and to the, modify the uses that
You
are
know,
allowed.
There's different types of schooling, I mean, now there's so many charter schools, micro schools, I mean, there's more and more is coming, which will
Yeah.
need more
Flexibility, I think.
more flexibility and, yeah, adjusting the regulations for that. So. All right, so we just need a motion to,
You can do if you wanna do the waiver first and then go into the
Yeah.
later.
Make a waiver motion, I don't know that one.
Just say that you make a motion to approve
Okay.
a general waiver from site plan regulations.
Alright, I'll make a motion to approve application number 210-25 1494 Route 3A, the Learning Cove, with the waiver of all site plan criteria. Oh,
And all
and
together, yeah.
and then also a record assigned notice of decision at the Merrimack County Registry of Deeds.
A second.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Is it two motions or is it one
I think
motion?
she wrapped it all up into one.
Yeah.
Two conditions.
Two
into
conditions, one motion.
Waiver and
No, it was a waiver
condition?
and a condition.
Oh,
Oh.
okay, yes, okay, it's
It
a
was
waiver and a condition.
all tied up in an approval, all in one motion.
Nice
So
little
will
bow.
we receive something that we need to bring down to Registry of Deeds? Is that how that works?
Exactly.
Okay,
And it'll have to be signed by the building owner.
okay,
Okay.
perfect.
What about, you did the registry of deeds, but were you doing the fire safety, blah, blah, blah?
You can if you want, ZBA already covered it and it's kind of already required
Yeah.
anyway, so it doesn't do
Okay.
much to add it again, but if you wanna,
Okay, so we got a motion, we got a second? All right, all those in favor?
Is that John?
Aye.
Sandy second.
I seconded.
Opposed? All right, now we just have the application.
no, she did it all
Oh,
together.
that's everything, that's
I guess
everything.
so, yeah.
She was very
Efficient.
Do we get a finding of the facts on this?
yeah, that's gonna be a separate one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
separate.
Okay,
So for finding of facts, I'm,
I think that the scale of it is appropriate.
The scale, the fact that they're under the 19%,
20%.
or 20%, they're at 19%. Utilization.
It really comes down to the scale, right? Because if it was
Right.
more kids, it's more traffic, it's more parking.
Right.
But the scale of it is suited for the building and the site.
Right, there's
was
sufficient
that
parking.
your motion?
That was my motion.
All right.
I'll second.
Let's arm wrestle over a second.
Sandy.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right,
We're good?
Thank you.
Thank you, have a great night.
Thank you very much.
all right. So we got any old business?
I wanna talk about the master plan a little bit. I don't know if you wanna call that old or new, but
Both.
business.
Business.
I stuck a little memo in here about steering committee. So we had an initial meeting last Thursday, with a number of people came, some from the planning board, some from outside the planning board, a few people who are new to town volunteering entirely, which is really exciting. And some people who have been around for a long, long time. So I would recommend that the planning board actually designate a master plan steering committee as an official subcommittee of the planning board. It'll be subject to 91A, we will post the meetings, there'll be minutes, it'll be official. And so we had a meeting already, but we're like, we'll make it official tonight. And then we had talked about appointing 9 members. We had 8 people come to that first meeting. And then there's 3 more who have expressed interest but weren't able to come to that first meeting. So I don't know if you want to appoint the first 8 and then see what happens with the other 3 who's able to come. I also think if more people wanna help, that's great.
I mean, they're all
They can
public,
always
anybody can
attend,
come.
anybody
they
And
can always
there'll be
attend.
public meetings, so everyone's welcome to come, and I think it will maybe ebb and flow as the project progresses. It's expected to be a 3-year project, so it might not be the same 9 people on the committee the whole time.
Things will change.
Yeah.
Okay. So we just need a motion to,
Need
Yeah.
a master plan, so I called it master plan steering committee. It was like that.
Yeah.
You can call it whatever you
sounds
want,
good.
but-
I'll make a motion to formally designate the master plan steering committee as a planning board subcommittee and appoint the 8 members listed with the option of adding additional members.
Yeah, so at the next meeting, I can give you an update if more people came and wanna join.
sounds good.
I'll second.
All those in favor? Opposed?
So I'm pleased to see the level of participation.
Yeah. I was either watching the tide come in or the tide go out.
Like I said, it'll ebb and flow, right?
Yeah. Well, I think especially once we get into the different sections too.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, some of the meetings, I just can't commit to
And I think we'll
another.
have a lot of people in that boat, and I think that's great.
Yeah.
Great, any other good
Minutes.
business? We got minutes,
Do
right?
minutes, and then before we adjourn, we'll just talk about schedule coming up for future meetings.
Okay. Minutes. Yes, Sandy?
Yeah, okay. Let's see, line 63 and 64. I just thought to look into temporary barriers and take off to block off the wetland resources and just have it into temporary barriers to deter ATV and off-highway recreational access. And I guess and it may be something that we need to listen to the recording for, but the paragraph about, like between like 98 and 103, the discussion about Eversource and the timber matting and the whatever, it says Ms. Grant. Who is Ashley Friend, is that what it?
No, another woman
She
came.
was,
Lindsay?
No, there was a new woman came, right?
Yeah,
Someone I hadn't.
One of the five,
yeah.
as I say.
she was Trinity
Trinity.
Grant Project Engagement at
Oh,
Eversource.
okay.
Yeah, she was the one that
Because I
sat all
don't,
the way
did,
over here.
we might, maybe we need to put her full name.
It's at the very beginning.
Oh, okay, I must have missed it.
Yeah, right at the.
Trinity Grant, okay. Okay, so that's okay. I think I wasn't really clear if for 102 and 103 whether Kristen Hayden said that. I think somebody else said that if that was said.
Kip said that.
Yes, that sounded more like Kip's statement than Kristen, because Kristen basically had noted that they have to bring in the mats for the wetland crossings anyway for emergencies, so they can bring it in for the uplands, so, yeah, so I think that's really, Kip that said that. Let me see. And that is it?
I can re-listen to that just to double
Okay.
check that.
I know Kip said something similar, and she
Right.
might have reiterated.
And I don't
Might have
think,
also said something, I don't know.
yeah, cause I don't,
Say something earlier about that.
yeah, oh, there is one other place, just, line 82. Says remark that our criteria in the ordinance talks about minimizing impacts, and it actually should be just, talk, because it's criteria is plural.
Talk?
Yeah,
Talk's
cause
not
there are
like- you know, I just
criteria
think talk's
talk,
not a great
or
word
we can say
anyway.
speak to,
Yeah.
or describe. I mean, the
Talks
ordinance
about
doesn't talk.
That's what I mean, it's like, I
Okay.
do love it.
Do we wanna say that,
It's
our-
about-
Refers or references.
Describes.
References.
What do you want?
References.
Give me a word.
How'd you say?
Criteria and ordinances.
Refers, references,
References, ordinance references.
refers, ordinance refer.
I think I did the same thing when I was reviewing, it's like, I don't love it, but I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking, it describes, minimizing
Describes.
impacts to buffers.
I like describes.
Yeah, describes.
Describes.
Describes,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Oh, our criteria describe though, that get
Describe
back, to get back
is
to the whole
singular,
point, right?
yes,
Singular.
yes, that's right. Because it's criteria
Right.
describe.
Sounds funny though, doesn't it?
Yeah, the criteria is
Criteria is
plural.
plural.
Well,
Our criteria describe.
right,
Sounds weird, but it's right.
Okay.
What's the singular of criteria?
criterion, ION.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's.
didn't know that. Learn something new today.
Comebacks.
Carry on.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as amended for August 21st.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I'm gonna abstain, I wasn't there.
Okay.
See, there's more review.
So
Discussion on this one.
October is coming,
Yeah,
and that's when we start our double meeting schedule.
yes.
The
I will
next,
not be here the second, I'll be in Florida.
I wrote down the next 4 dates,
Yeah, I'm leaving
meetings.
Wednesday night, I'll be back Saturday.
Quick trip.
Still lucky.
So,
But, I mean, we do have Thursdays in October.
Well, what were the dates, like
it
the
would be
first
the
Thursdays?
second, yeah, so the first and
Second and
third.
It's the general.
2nd and 16th of October.
Right,
Do we have
We do have,
stuff up?
we do have applications for the 16th.
I will miss the second.
So as far as, so the reason we have a second meeting starting in October is that we start looking at zoning ordinance changes, getting ready for town meeting. This year, there were a lot of changes to RSA's made, and several of them we need to get our ordinance to match. So I feel like that's a good place to start, cause those are the ones we have to do.
I think you got a good list and ready to start going on.
Yeah. And then we can talk about what else we want to talk, so. I would encourage you all to start thinking about that and maybe shoot me an email if there's certain areas you wanna look at. So we can start looking at that, and then we gotta get back to our site plan subdivision regs too. We kinda
Yeah.
got off track on those, so. So we have a lot to do, but the 2 meetings a month plus master plan meetings becomes a lot.
Like I said, I won't be here the second.
Yeah, I'll
Jeez.
miss the
So we-
second.
Should we
Yeah.
try to do it differently? Or wait till November? I don't wanna, zoning amendments are always best done early because
Yes. Yeah.
there's a hard deadline on that.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Well, and also
We
question,
enjoy waiting until that, remember like 5 years ago when we were making the changes to the amendments until midnight
Yeah.
in order to get them in?
So we better not to do that.
Yeah.
Yes, the regular meeting's the 16th.
Be the 23rd, 16th and 23rd, or is that too much back to back?
Up for it.
I may have something the evening of the 23rd,
Okay.
When are you doing the next master plans during?
The
That's gonna be a
7th.
Thursday too?
No, that's,
It's a
the next one's a
Tuesday. Oh, it's a
Tuesday.
Tuesday, okay.
Those might not be standardized, but yeah, the next one is October 7th.
What time's that?
7th at 7.
So, yeah, starting a week after would probably be better. And then we're gonna be 2 weeks before the next
Right.
meeting, and so that would actually be
So
pretty good
6th again. Yeah, so we'll do the 16th and the 23rd.
on the 23rd.
Okay.
Well, I don't need to know that. Maybe I should have that, so again, 16th and 23rd of October, instead of the 2nd and 16th?
Yes.
So nothing on the second.
16, 23, March.
And then we'll have meetings every other week, right?
Yeah. Town meeting.
In March is town meeting?
Mm-hmm.
And what's the deadline to get the?
Is it usually like the end of January or like 2 weeks into February or something?
Okay. Okay. Meeting on the 23rd. Perfect. Yeah, I think we have had a
They
public
have to be,
hearing.
they have to be submitted before.
I think we've had a public hearing like February 1st or 2nd.
Right,
before.
right, it was kind of the last day.
Uh-huh. Alright. Well, thanks for sitting in, Lever.
Yeah. Did you have any questions for us? Anything that,
No, I was just excited to see how it worked.
Yeah.
I am curious about the role of an alternate, because I think that's what the availability is here.
so the alternates, I usually, you know, it's, the big thing is we need at least 5 members to have a quorum, to have the meeting. We only missed one this year that we didn't make that. I normally do, if I want voting to be odd numbers, but I think it's better if everybody can weigh in on that. So I usually, like tonight, you know, everybody was voting. So the alternate side is, you know, you pretty much is the same, just when we're an odd number or an even number, you know, one of the alternates isn't gonna be voting. You know, but the participation is pretty much the same.
Yeah, the alternates are still expected to come to all the meetings when they're available, and even when they're not voting, it's okay to ask questions and to, you know, participate in the process. And then, because you know, a lot of times, tonight we had small applications, but a lot of times there's bigger applications that span several meetings. So you might be hearing about a project one meeting where you're not voting, and then the next meeting you might actually have to vote on it. So it is appropriate to, you know, still keep yourself informed on everything even when you're not voting.
I mean, this was a very simple meeting.
Ease in there for.
Yeah.
It's not even 8 o'clock yet.
Yeah. You know, some of the, you know, when they're working on cell towers or, you know, major residential
Subdivisions.
subdivisions, you know, they get,
5 or 6 applications in a night.
yeah.
Yeah.
uh,
All right.
yeah.
Move that we adjourn?
Second.
Second, all in favor?